Hello. This is my review on the 2008 flick The Dark Knight. From 2008, the sequel to the Nolan franchise trilogy of the Dark Knight trilogy. Ironically, it's called the Dark Knight trilogy, and where it started with Batman Begins. Okay, so I give this movie a 8 out of 10 for above average. The 2008 Dark Knight movie gets an 8 out of 10 for me. It's above average. That's the score. In my thoughts. It's a good guilty pleasure, I guess. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's good like The Godfather 3. You know how The Godfather 3 wasn't as good as the first two ones, and you thought, it was okay, I guess. But it wasn't great. That's kind of my feelings towards the Batman Begins movie versus The Dark Knight, and why I'm giving the 8 out of 10. The Dark Knight. It's a kind of a letdown compared to Batman Begins, where we started. And it didn't get better after this for Batman. No, sir, it didn't. Then he fought Bane. And Bane was a fat person. Played by Tom Hardy. We got Fat Bane. So we got a person who actually was... Okay, so, you know the original actor that played Bane? Well, it turns out that wasn't a muscle suit. That was actually his actual build. I thought it was a muscle suit for some reason, because I didn't think no one could be that big. But then I found in the special features, holy shit, this is actually a guy that was big like Bane, and they want to cover his arms because they didn't want to think he looked too much like Bane. I guess from the comics, because so they wanted to add some color to Bane's arms because Bane doesn't have any colors. He's just black. He just has black, dressed in black, and has black mostly for his costume from the comics. So that's why Bane's skin is green in the Batman and Robin movie for no reason other than Schumacher wanted to have Bane to have some color to go with the film's vibe instead of just looking like Bane from the comics. Really, yes. So we're never going to get a comic looking Bane. And Christopher Nolan, I appreciate, didn't even try to make comic book looking Bane. They just went with their own English Bane, like Schumacher did with Batman and Robin with Bane. Step on it. How he was just like, remember how he was like always like his henchmen to put, I mean, his like one of his lines was step on it. That's kind of as free and relatable as Bane's going to get next to Tom Hardy's performance. I like Tom Hardy's Bane like I like Batman and Robin's portrayal on Bane. Not Bane from the comics, then that's not Bane. They're just goofy versions of Bane. They're dum-dums. And henchmen. One's a henchman with more sentences, knows how to talk better, and one's Bane was more speaking lines. And that's Tom Hardy's Bane, unfortunately, because I like the old Bane more from Batman and Robin, because he was more fun. I don't know why. I mean, don't get me wrong, Tom Hardy's fun and all as Bane, but I know I'm getting sidetracked, but the point is, I like the old Bane more than Tom Hardy's Bane. As like performance, his take on Bane, his inspiration to filmmaking, everything is completely original and it's more inspiring. It doesn't feel too actually, no, it just doesn't feel like too. It doesn't feel like too shabby of an idea of how they took Bane with Batman and Robin, and also in the versus the Dark Knight Rises from 2012 Bane. But which one I like more? The 1997's Bane. So, you know, in terms of the aesthetic designs and intimidation and being campy and fun and making me pee my pants also, the old G Banes gets all the wins on all of these points. I just wish he had more speaking lines like Tom Hardy's Bane. Because his voice is much more intimidating than Tom Hardy's Bane. And cooler, I think. Not that I hate Tom Hardy's Bane. I don't have anything against Tom Hardy's Bane. But it's just not... It's not... What's the word? It's missing that comic book magic that Tom Hardy had with his Venom portrayal on Eddie Brock in the first Venom movie. I haven't seen the sequel or the third one yet. But I've seen the first one. And I gotta say, it was like lighting in a ball when he played Venom in Eddie Brock persona. That's something he, by the way, I found out he also does the voice of Venom in the movie. Besides Eddie Brock, his voice of Venom, the Venom, actual Venom of symbiote, even though it's pronounced different in the 2018 movie. The point is, he had it at Venom with Eddie Brock, but I don't think he quite, I feel like he didn't hit lightning in a bottle with Bane, okay? Like he did with, Venom. And I don't think this might be, maybe it's like I don't know why. It's like missing that magic. That comic book filmmaking magic that's to stand out, that's like, holy shit, fuck. Moment is missing. That makes you say that to yourself in your head. Holy shit, fuck. In the name of God. Holy shit, fuck. In your head. Over and over again, and blows your mind. Just by a performance on its own. Even though the Venom movie, I thought the first one, I didn't think it was that bad of a movie, but it's a guilty pleasure in my eye. It's an 8 out of 10, I give it. But I'm not talking about that movie, so... At least that's not what I'm supposed to be talking about. I'm supposed to be talking about the Dark Knight. I know. So I'm just going to talk about brief on Tom Hardy, and that's gave that example of. And the point is, I did like the Dark Knight. Although, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for above average as a guilty pleasure above average. 8 out of 10 score gets for me. The 2008 flick was directed by Christopher Nolan again. So... It's not that I didn't like Heath Ledger as the Joker. I did like Heath Ledger as the Joker in the movie and all, but I felt like he wasn't in it enough. Like, I just felt like he should have been in it more. I felt like it got edited down. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe I feel like we're missing more extra serious Joker content in the movie, okay? Because he was both funny and intimidating as a Joker, I thought. I thought he nailed both aspects of the character, all the aspects of the character that Jack Nicholson handled well. But the only problem is with the Joker, I felt like, with this movie is versus the Jack Nicholson's portrayal in the Joker, is that Jack Nicholson, for that movie, he wasn't enough as the Joker, okay? Just like Michael Keaton wasn't enough as the Batman for the first Batman movie, okay? I think so, right? Overall, because there's so much, even though it was more of a villain point of view narrative story, the first Batman movie with Michael Keaton from 1989, it was still a solid movie, I thought. I'd give it a 10 out of 10, I'm saying. That's a great movie. Still my favorite Batman movie of all time. Number 1 is my real live-action Batman movie of all time. It's The Batman with Michael Keaton, the first one. And the thing is, I thought Batman wasn't enough in the movie to serve the. I thought everyone else wasn't enough the thing is, I thought pretty much every other character wasn't enough. Some were in a little too much, like Harvey Dent. Like, do we really need Harvey Dent to get a burnt face to go crazy? Can't he just do that and not get a burnt face? It's kind of silly, I thought. Like, they're trying to do that Two-Face look in live action. It doesn't look right in this world that he's built. It was in the Dark Knight lore, I thought. It was kind of out of the blue, out of nowhere. Kind of cringe, but also kind of visually aesthetic looking style. Visually cool, but it was cringe because it doesn't make sense. Why is it in here? Other than just for fan service. For fuck's sake. That doesn't service the plot. You can have he still lose Rachel and not get half burnt to hell off his face, you know? This is for fan service feeling. And that's what makes it cringe. Because it's a really cool design visually. For Two-Face, a lot better when we got from Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face and from Batman Forever. But my God, it's just. It's like this is my feeling. This is as stupid as Star Wars: The Last Jedi. What they did with Luke. Because they made me hate Luke Skywalker by the end of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I loathed him by the end. He was the worst character in the sequel trilogy. And the biggest hypocrite ever. So, what does this have to do with the Dark Knight, okay? The point is, you know how all that stuff is cringe that they did with Luke? Well, I think the fact that he made Harvey Two-Face was nothing but absolute cringe for cringe. It was stupid, unnecessary to the plot. It didn't need to happen. That's just what I think, but I'm just a film critic on YouTube now, so, that's why I think it's cringe, okay? Him becoming Two-Face. Oh my God, it was stupid. He is stupid. If he is stupid, okay? It's not cool. It's stupid. Just stupid. Visually is cool, but it's stupid in terms of common sense and what does this serve the plot for other than fans of it, because Andy didn't even do Two-Face. He doesn't have the Two-Face, because like doesn't take on the name Two-Face, ever. He doesn't call himself Two-Face. Nobody calls himself Two-Face. And when he's called Two-Face, it's Harvey Dent Two-Face. Two-Face Harvey Dent is what they called him by Gordon. Okay? So, not even Two-Face. It's you fucking sellout. It is cringe. So fucking dumb. Worst part of the movie was Harvey Dent becoming Two-Face. Because it was not even necessary to this movie, I felt like. What's the point? And there's more screen time of him than we get of Joker. There's more screen time. Harvey Dent gets more screen time than Joker? Why? For what point? Can't we just have Harvey Dent get killed off with Rachel at the same time, and Batman failed to save both? I don't know, maybe something like that. I just think that would be smart, you know? But instead we got, it's just stupid what we got in the third act of the movie. Once this film starts in the later in the movie, and after the halfway point, it's like, it's stupid. 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 Batman has the different voices when his voice became cringe. Than he had in the Batman Begins movie. This is a different voice than he has in Batman Begins, and a different voice than he had, but not a shitty voice. Not a shit voice compared to what he had in the 2012 sequel, third installment of the Dark Knight trilogy. The final chapter of the Dark Knight trilogy. So this is a better voice than he had in the third installment, I think. But in the third one, he's not even trying to hold any restraint on his voice. He's just trying to suck hard all the way. His own ego. Sounds like he's jerking off and finished ejaculating. He sounds like he finished ejaculating in the third installment, Batman, with his Batman voice. Have you ever listened to, you know something? Am I only listening to 2012 Batman? Sounds like he finished ejaculating in climax. By himself. That's what 2012 voice of his sounds like. It spoke with that kind of rasp in the voice. That's how stupid it was. To me. It sounded gross. Stupid. Of 2012 voice he used in the Dark Knight Rises flick. But here, it sounds like he's somebody that needs to get in better shape. And needs to drink more water often and lay off the pies and carbs. He also is a Batman who sounds constipated and needs to put more fiber in his diet. In the 2008 flick of The Dark Knight. That's what his voice sounds like when his Batman persona is on. Imagine that. He sounds like Axl Rose. Singing voice. Batman from 28 Batman flick, The Dark Knight. Like, you know, he sounds like he's singing directly into his colon hole. If somehow that's possible. But he's stretching his, it sounds like he's you know how Axl Rose, oh, I only know this because Axl Rose sucks. Because my brilliant Robert Powers, the bus driver that used to drive him to Lighthouse School, who I called Bob, but his best friends call him Dude. He's a real Hal. Anyway, so he said that Axl Rose sounds like he's singing out of his asshole. No way, he's singing, no wait, he sounds like he's tearing out his ass. Or tearing his ass open. That is what Robert Powers said. Robert Powers says Axl Rose, when he's singing, he sounds like he's tearing his asshole open. He sounds like he's screaming like he's out of toilet paper. Because he just took the biggest shit. Is what he sounds like. He sounds like, Axl Rose when he sings sounds like he took the worst shit of ever. And the most painful one, and he's screaming pain because he's out of toilet. It also sounds like he's screaming because he's out of toilet paper. Robert Powers' words, not mine. Jokes. But now I'm making them my jokes. With this YouTube show. In this video. So. Anyway, that's what I think is what Christian Bale's Batman in 2008's Batman movie sounds like. Axl Rose singing voice. It makes you feel better of how untalented you could be as an individual. It makes you feel better about your ego saying, well, I'm glad I can't act. Or direct, or write. I'm glad I'm not doing any of this shit because, holy crap. That voice sucks. In 2008, Batman voice, I thought. Sucked like Axl Rose singing voice. It's just something that shouldn't be even legal to sound like that. Because it sounds like a crime against art and entertainment, his singing voice Axl's. Just like Batman's voice sounds like a crime against Batman, his Batman voice from 2008 is that much shit, intolerable singing. Horrific voice. Ugh. Makes you want to throw up. Because it's so terrible. Like, you know how Axl sucks and when he does his cover on Knocking on Heaven's Door, that Bob Dylan original, and he sings like it's a party song? Like, well, he sings like this every other song, you know? He screeches like he's having his dick nailed to his balls. With a fucking nail gun. And he did it by himself. It's like, what kind of jackass does that? Except for maybe the Jackass fellas, I can see them doing that, you know? But that's just stupid. It's like to sound like that, you know? And annoying. So, that's why I think Christian Bale's Batman sounds like. He sounds like he has his bat dick, nailed to both of his bat nuts with a nail gun by the Joker. And the Joker blowed him before nailing his dick to because he sounds like the Joker got him hard and Joker nailed his Batman's bat dick with the nail gun, and the nail gun went attached to both of his balls with the one nail gun. It sounds like that's what his Batman voice sounds like. He sounds like he's in so much pain. From 2008's Batman voice from the Dark Knight movie. I'm Batman. He often has to say that. Makes me want to burst out in laughter and pee my pants. That voice. If I was a criminal. And I probably would pee my pants. Say, stop it, Batman, stop, you're going to pee my pants with that voice. He sounds like he needs cough syrup. There's nothing like a good case of cough syrup or something to really soothe down that raspy voice to clear the cold of whatever Batman's come down with. With that raspy voice. He sounds like he needs to suck on he needs a few throat lozenges with tons of what's it called, the medicine throat lozenges with I forget that special medicine was called. Maybe I forgot. Okay, the point is that's what he needs, throat lozenges, tons of throat lozenges and water and throat lozenges and orange juice and OJ and grape juice and apple juice and tons of juice and fluid he needs to drink. He sounds dehydrated. I pity the fool. Batman voice sucks. However, I did enjoy this movie from 2008, nonetheless. I give it an 8 out of 10, so I recommend this movie as a guilty pleasure. It's a howl. His voice. But the movie's good enough to watch again. Like Shazam from 2019. It's as good as that flick. The Dark Knight from 2008. I give a 8 out of 10. It's a guilty pleasure for me, okay? Good enough to enjoy again and again, for me. Even though it doesn't make a whole fuckload of sense. At all. To me. I don't know why. That's why I have trouble taking it seriously and finding it dark. And more of a comedy than Batman and Robin. Personally, for me. That's just me, though. Okay. That's my review on the 2008 Dark Knight movie. I give it an 8 out of 10. Thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this review. Now, I'm going to advertise my content. I give this a 8 out of 10, right? Yeah. Now I'm going to advertise my content. Hit the bell first. hit the subscribe button. Second, to get subscribed in that order. Hit the thumbs up to like the video. Hit thumbs up again on my other videos if you can check them out. Don't check them out in any order. Check them out at your own pace when you check them out. If you want to bench them in any order, you can bench them in any order, okay? At your own pace. Okay. Bye. Good night. And that's going to be the rest end of this video for tonight. I might make another video after this video. I'm just gonna catch my breath after this video's done recording. So I may not. I don't know. Bye.